Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums, because I, Captain of the Steves. And today, chums, we're inside of No Man's Sky. So we'll just turn off the all. There we go, inside No Man's Sky right there. And I just need to jump in my ship, out of my ship, and do a quick reload. Now, I wasn't going to go live this evening. We were going to go to Costco. You might have saw something flash on up on my post page earlier to say that I wasn't doing tonight's stream. However, we just checked the opening times for Costco, not that it was listed online, so I phoned and couldn't get through. So we phoned somebody that we know who works there, and they said no, it actually closed at 4 o'clock. So we've missed our Costco shop today. So we're going to have to go very early morning tomorrow. So I'm doing my stream now. Now we have got a visitor over, I think tomorrow or Wednesday. Hopefully I'll be able to do tomorrow's stream. The only thing is, I'm thinking tomorrow, it depends on how many bases that I've got to actually tour. Because if there's no bases left to tour, what I might do is just put live a video that I've done on Real Fishing VR, or Real VR Fishing, wherever it is. I can never remember, it's a bit of an odd one, that one. But anyway, hopefully we're going to get people coming over, and on this stream anyway. Let's go on over to the portal. Let's go hit up the portal. And let's see if we can see any new bases to go and tour today, peeps. So we go. Other bases. So we've been to... Oh, hold on. I'm sure we went to Daron 5's base, but that looks like a completely different thumbnail. Interesting. Well, I go to the bases that I don't recognise first, namesake-wise, because it could be that people have built more than one base here. It's like I don't believe we've been to Levi Rocks 1. I don't remember seeing that one. Let's just have a quick look, see what else there is on the agenda. See if there's any others here. You see, there's not many new ones. A lot of these I have already seen quoted in previous episodes. You know what? I think there might only be one or two, because I don't think I've been to Black Hole Bum either. Now that name does not ring a bell. So I'm going to go to, firstly, Levi Rocks 1. We're going to go to Levi Rocks 1, and then we're going to go to that other bum base. And then I'll take a look at some of these other ones where I don't recognise the screenshot, but I think I've gone to. Update, when? Already, most platform sells No Man's Sky by 60% off. I don't think the sales are on every platform yet, are they? Let's go and have a quick look-see. I mean, I don't think it's on Steam as yet as a sale. But anyway, if you want to know my opinion, I think the update is going to coincide with the Nintendo Switch 2 release, is what I think. Okay, cool. Well, there's a lovely hidden portal here. I think June 5th, June 6th, either to do with either the Nintendo Switch 2 release, or inside with Summer Games Fest. Oh my days. Okay, well, how do I get in the centre there? I mean, I could just jump over the freaking wall, couldn't I? Let's do that. Let's jump over the wall. There's probably a door, let's face it. I'm just not very good at finding doors. Ah, okay, right, there's a little thing down there. This looks like a disjointed staircase, and it works quite nicely, actually. Oh, this is quite cool, isn't it, inside of here? Look, I'm king of the castle, I guess. Whose base was this one again? Levi Rocks 1. I like it, mate. It's very cool. I think you've hid your base computer in this. You have. Haha. Nicely done. Like your bed. It's all slightly wonky, though, this base, isn't it? It's on a little bit of a slant. Well, Switch doesn't have. No, Nintendo Switch probably won't have, because I think what the Nintendo Switch is going to get is, although they've got No Man's Sky, the base edition, I kind of think that they're just going to put out maybe a new update for Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think it's going to be a complete relaunch of the game. It's probably going to be some sort of expansion pack for the Nintendo Switch 2 that gives them the ability to have settlements and some kind of multiplayer. Or at least that's what I would like to hope will happen. I can't see them doing a whole new Nintendo Switch 2 version. It'd be almost... I mean, think of PlayStation. You've got PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and they're just two different versions of the same game. You know, I think it's going to be something like that for Nintendo Switch. But I think Hello Games would make a song and dance of it, you know, massive great big patch notes page. Oh, look what we've done for Nintendo Switch 2. And it'd probably go on for a month of Sundays. And we might, if we're lucky, get ourselves something like maybe an expedition to go with it, is what I'm thinking. All right, well, let's go to that bum base. What was that one? A black hole bum. I don't think I've been there. It looks like it might just be a base to mark a golem. Let's just hope it's got a portal there. Let's go take a look at that quickly. This could be quite a very quick stream. Because let's face it, there's not a lot of new bases here. And to be honest, I don't think as many people have engaged in this one. Mainly because the planet that this is on is a purple planet. And you need to have the purple drive to get here. So I think in future, if I'm doing these events, I need to maybe not use purple systems. Which is a bit of a shame, because you get the really gnarly stuff. Yeah, I have been to this one. This was the one with the little jellyfish that's actually missing. Yeah, I have been to this one. So I think I've actually seen all bases. I think I've seen all bases that have got... Yeah, so to be fair, not much that I can actually stream here at the moment. Let's have a look at other bases. Let's just go to Daron's anyway, because I don't remember seeing this screenshot for this base. Let's just go there. I might get there and go, yeah, actually, I have seen this as well. Oh, got a nice clap of Ribena. I'll tell you what, if I have seen all these bases here, what I might do is just jump in my freighter and we go and investigate a purple system, shall we? Oh, well, at least we've seen one new base, hey? Oh, okay, this is pretty darn cool. Have I seen this before, though, Daron 5? Yes, I have. This is the one that's built over the top of a sentinel pillar. Yeah, I have seen this. All right, well, let's call in my freighter. And let's go on a little mini excursion, shall we? Lovely jubbly. Up a chow. We're going to go and have a look at a purple system, people. I hope not, Captain Steve. A Nintendo update means not much for us long-term players, as a rule. Well, I have got some more speculation. I was going to put this into a separate video. But since you guys are here, and considering there's only 5 people here as well, it's not like this is going to be broadcast across the whole world, is it? It's a bank holiday. I didn't expect people to be tuned in, to be fair. But, yeah, my speculation for what might be on the cards when it comes to an update is Sean Murray over on Twitter has been putting out some very weird cryptic tweets. And when you look at them in series, there is a little bit of a pattern. A lot of the screenshots in-game that he's shared have been of very big creatures, or very big things, ginormous things. But then before that, I mean, real worldy tweets he's put out. He's put something about his AI clock being updated on Windows 11. And he's saying, I'm hoping they're adding AI or something like that. It's an AI hint anyway. And then the latest tweet that he's done is a giant barge that's hit somebody's house on a coastline. And his little tag was, sorry to barge in. Now, I don't think Sean Murray is in that region of the world. And from his roots, I don't think he's rooted there either. It's a very strange news title to choose to tweet about unless it's got something to do with what's coming to No Man's Sky. And it's a giant barge filled with shipping containers. So does that mean that we might be getting actual frigates for oceans? Or can we actually call down a frigate to land in the ocean and maybe traverse the oceans? Considering that we just had an oceanic water update, that could make sense. Maybe they're going to give us something to traverse the waters in No Man's Sky that we could probably build a base on. I mean, it's possible. It's plausible. It's something. It might be something more than nothing anyway. So yeah, I was just going to do a little speculation video over some of his tweets and what I think it might mean for the verse. But there you go. You've heard it here already. So when that video does drop, you might not need to watch it. But I might add a little bit more into there. I might go into town a little bit more on what I think it might mean for AI, possibilities there, and what I think the barge might mean and possibilities there. There is also the chance that it might be that they might overhaul the frigate system slightly. It could be that they're going to be adding AI elements into the frigates. Or maybe we might be able to go away on frigate missions. Who knows? Anyway, we've arrived at coated in a new system. Let's go and scan these planets from this console up here and see what we've got on the cards. Let's see if we've got anything interesting. I mean, although that I'm saying interesting, what I'm finding in these purple systems is when you fly down to the planets, even something that might not look interesting from the write-up, like this has just got Solarium and Ancient Bones, a high-temperature planet. When we get down there, sometimes the terrain is that gnarly, it's actually really quite good. Captain Afterland says, maybe supply lines from bases for income. It would be nice to see a lot more automation. What I find is even bases that are automated, like my droid feeding farms, if you're not there to watch the droids spawn in, they don't do anything. You go there to the auto collectors and there's nothing collected. You have to sit there and watch. Otherwise, it's like they don't exist if you're not there to observe it. Very odd. But anyway, we've got the Fissured planet there. It's definitely not like one of these idle games. No, you can't say that's idle in any way, shape or form. I mean, it would be quite cool if they did add some sort of No Man's Sky app or something, which was an idle app. So any farms you've got, you can monitor them on your mobile or something. So at least you're getting commodities that way. But then people can just put this game into creative mode, can't they? Anyway, let's mark the one that I want to go to first. So we're going to go to that one first. Oh, it did say how many animals are there. There's 14 animals. I will try to name the animals after the people inside of the live chat. But because this is a bank holiday, and I think people have got better things to do than watch YouTube, I don't think we're going to have a lot of people inside the live chat to name things after. So I'm just going to name I'd name them after you guys first and foremost. But then when we run out of things to name, I'll just make up some names or just name things after people that I can see on my YouTube app. Arcadia. Hello, Captain Steve. Hello, chat. I have a few days off work this week. So glad to catch a stream, says Arcadia. Well, nice one. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here indeed. All right. I did mark a planet. It should put it on my radar, shouldn't it? Come on. Where is it? There it is. And we're off. We're off to Button Moon. Well, we're off to Semedella, something like that. Oh, I better just check on my volumes because I was messing about with the volumes because I was trying to get VR to work. Because I've made a real VR fishing video on Belgium, so I've added in some DLC for parts of Europe, and I've got that one. It's just processing. Well, actually, it's processed. I've just got to upload it, and then it's got to process on YouTube. It's processed in the editor. Anyway, let's jump over to this view for a second. Old Explorer Ed says, loved your weekend vlog blog of your trip, Captain Steve. Thank you very much. I'm trying to put a lot more care and effort into what I actually record for vlogs. I want to try and keep them interesting. I mean, that was a 3-day excursion. I managed to get it down to 20 minutes. The amount of stuff I cut out just to keep it interesting and keeping it flowing well. I mean, the boat trip, I got maybe 3 hours worth of footage. And I only shared not 3 hours. I got just under an hour's worth of footage for that because it was only an hour boat trip. But I filmed pretty much the whole thing, and I just cut it down to the bits that I thought were quite cool on the boat trip. But anyway, I think I'm getting a bit better at it anyway. Let's head on down. Lovely jubbly. I mean, we did walk around the banks for ages as well, and there was some stuff after, and I just cut all it all. I was like, I don't need to see all this. I don't want to see all this. There we go then. Right, let's have a little land then. Let's have a look at... I mean, it would have been nice if I went to the light side of the planet, since I'm showcasing the planet, wouldn't it? Let's fly on back out. I felt like I was right there on the boat. Well, that's good to hear. It's good. I mean, it's good that I can bring you along with us. I know that not all of my viewers are as able-bodied as I, so it's nice to go on these little excursions, especially to show the UK for how the UK is. I mean, I've already done tours of my hometown, Northampton, and our market, and how it's gone downhill. There's places inside of inside of the UK, that are proper run down now. It's a real shame. But then there's other places like Henley that are still beautiful, got our sort of culture, our roots, and it feels very much like England. But there's other places inside of England now that just feel like a copy and paste of other places. You know, if you go to Leicester, Luton, Birmingham, Manchester, even parts of central London now, it feels like they've just copy and pasted from all the rest of the places. The high street, it's very much commercial stuff, or if it's not commercial stuff, it's charity shops, a couple of pubs maybe if you're lucky, but it's all betting shops and stuff like that now. There's all betting shops, Turkish barbers, and oddness. It's just odd. It doesn't feel like you're visiting England if you go to any of those major towns that I just listed. You don't see all these little quirky local owned shops where people make their own stuff anymore. It feels like our high streets are turning into a cut down version of Amazon. It's a real shame what's happening to the UK. I don't think it's I mean, it's reversible, I'd imagine. I hope, to some degree. But at the same time, it comes down to these local town councils putting business rates up so freaking extortionately high that new businesses and niche businesses just don't stand a chance in all of these towns and cities. The only things that do are the ones that they want to draw in. And they can be very biased to what they want in place. It's like me. I used to be a tattooist and body piercer, and I wanted to open up my own tattooist and body piercing facility. Council didn't want it. Council didn't want it. And they only were, I mean, they kind of price pointed me out. I mean, the actual place I was going for, in the end, I know the person that did get the actual building in the end that I was hoping to get, and they got it at half the price that I got charged. I don't know how they managed it, but I think I just got priced out because they didn't want another tattooist. Well, that's the only thing I could think of. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm guessing. That's why I enjoy the videos of you and your missus make so much. It's a very good look at places I'll probably never be able to see myself. It's beautiful. Well, thank you, Arcady. I do try, I guess. Righto. Well, let's name this one then. Let's give this one. It says partially oily. Particularly oily. Okay, particularly oily. Well, we're going to call this one Coffee Break. There we go. Since Coffee Break was first here, Coffee Break Plays. That sounds like you might have yourself a channel there, Coffee Break. If you have Coffee Break, feel free to put yourself a link to your channel inside of the actual chat there. I've got no problems with people sharing links if they are also content creators. Righto, we've got this one here. Eyes regrow after damage. Well, there you go, old explorer. You could do with those for your exploring, especially if you're old, isn't it? Tell you what, my eyes are not what they used to be. I have to get my phone out now to read menus and zoom in. I have got glasses. I just don't like wearing glasses. I don't look great in glasses. This guy spawns in water. That goes. Very cool. All right. We'll go for Dave. Just Dave. That's it. Dave. What a cool beastie. I think Dave has got the best beastie so far. I like all these tendrils on its abdomen. That was very cool. Okay, let's have a look at this guy. Mildly radioactive Captain Afterland. Here we go, Captain Afterland. Captain. Have we got Afterland inside of the old memory banks? No, we haven't. Captain Afterland. Is it one word, Captain Afterland? It is. I guess, there we go. Captain Afterland, immortalised. Oh, lovely jubbly. That's sweet. Okay, and what else we got here? We got this guy. 9 additional senses. Freaking great. I'm going to go for Arcadia in that one. Arcacia. Sorry, Arcacia. I keep saying Arcady. I have got a viewer called Arcady as well. But there we go. We got this guy here. Inverted organ sacs. Oh my god, look at the size of the head on this thing. That is weird, isn't it? I'm going to call this one Damash. Damash Smash. Damash is another YouTuber. He's got a channel called Good at Game. Oh, there we go. On YouTube. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. It's pretty darn cool. We've got this one here. Laden with nectar. Oh, he's a cute one, isn't he? Yeah. I quite like that one. He's quite cool. I call this one Jason Plays. Here we go. Jason Plays. Jason Plays, another content creator on YouTube. Very cool. Does quite a lot of No Man's Sky stuff. Awesome. Right, well, we've named all of those. And let's name the planet, shall we? You know what, since I'm doing content creators, I'll just name this one after a content creator who usually comes here. that's a content creator and has been quite recent inside of the stream. Pharaoh comes here quite a lot, and he's quite cool. The only thing is, I'm really rubbish at spelling Pharaoh. Pharaoh of Euclid is his actual full name. I don't know whether he's on. There we go. Don't know whether it's Pharaoh of Euclid still on YouTube. It was at one point. I think he dropped a little bit. I think it's just Pharaoh now. Okay, and we'll call this system. Just call this. I'm going to call this NMSA Captain. I'm just going to call it Captain Steve. Captain Steve system. Yeah, there we go. Captain Steve. Chickaboom. Righto. Okay, let's go and mark another planet. Let's go to this big guy over here. It's only got 4 fauna, but that could be quite interesting, couldn't it? All right, well, let's go there and let's see if we can catalogue those 4 fauna. But I do like the terrain on this planet. It has got floating islands. It has got like large crevices. It has got water. It's quite a beautiful planet. Has it got large worms as well? It has got large worms. What a cool planet. Okay, right. Well, there you go, people. If you want the code for this planet, it's in the bottom left corner. This is inside of Euclid. Let me try and make that as dark as possible so you can really see the code. But there you go. If you want to come along, you're more than happy to. There we go. Sweet. Lily Slark says, I've got a medieval bar not far from your egg giveaway called Crow's Nest Bar. Check it out if you've got a chance. Well, I'll tell you what, Lily Slark, what I'll do is, I haven't got any more Relic bases to tour. No one's built any others that I can see anyway, unless it's broken, which could be quite easily the case. But I'll tell you what, I'll pop back to my Easter planet then, tomorrow at 6 PM, this sort of time, and I will check out bases that I can see. Maybe go re-upload it to make sure that it definitely appears, Lily. And I will pop along tomorrow at 6 PM and revisit my Easter planet and have a look for any bases that I missed on the Easter planet. Yeah? Alright. That sound good? Hopefully see you tomorrow for that then, Lily. But yeah, stay here, obviously, if you want. I mean, I'm going to fly down to this planet, and if I find a creature, I'm going to call it Lily. Yeah. Well, there we go. You got me? Oh, that's a nice Ribena. Goes. Sweet. Yeah, Captain Afterline, fitting as I only have half a life. Is that a thing? Well, that's a bit of a shame. Unless you mean the game Half-Life. I mean, Half-Life, the game, is freaking pretty darn cool, isn't it? Although I'm not a fan. It's not really a game I like. When it comes to games, I'm a little bit fussy with games. You may have noticed, you know. Sometimes I pick up a game thinking that I'm going to love it. And I can lose interest very easily in games these days. They've got to do something special, you know. It's like this is totally groundbreaking for me. Flying from planet to planet seamlessly. No Man's Sky, I think, being such a good game that it is, has made it now that my benchmark for what I class as a good game has kind of moved slightly. I mean, No Man's Sky isn't just a game, it's more of an experience, isn't it? With a game included inside of it. And it does so much. I mean, you can play this in VR, you can play it alone, you can play it with friends, you can play it in a chilled, relaxed vibe, or if you want something a little bit more interesting, go aboard a derelict freighter and take on a challenge. You can hit this up into permadeath or abandoned mode now. Oh, look, we've got bone creatures here as well. Bone creatures, geometric weird creatures. What the flying fudge, mate? And we've got a bird creature over there. I haven't come across a fisher's planet like this before that has so much variance in life. Have you? This is different for me. I haven't... This is odd. Okay, well, there's apparently 4 creatures on here. So we've got this guy. Bruisable organs. Oh, come off it. We can see right through the dang thing. Unless they're translucent, there's no organs there. It's a frickin' skeleton. All right, well, I did say I'd name something after Lily. There you go, Lily. Lily Slark. There we go. Boom. Bum bum bum. Boom. There you go, Lily. We got this guy. He's got night vision. Frickin' sweet. I'd like night vision. My beastie was mildly radioactive. Oh, I get you. I get you, Captain Afterland. Sorry. Yeah. I've breathed since then. You know, it's one of those things. Right, what shall I call this one then? I mean, this one's pretty darn cool, isn't it? I'm going to call this one Ricey. Ricey's Emporium. So, Ricey's Emporium. It used to be Starship Emporium, but it's now just Ricey Emporium. But Ricey does streams every Friday night, 10 p.m, and he covers No Man's Sky, does giveaways of eggs, ship parts, all sorts of stuff. If you haven't caught Ricey, awesome content creator as well. Met him at the meetup a couple of times now. Awesome guy is Ricey. Right, okay, well let's rename this planet then. This is pretty darn cool as far as planets go. Who can I name this one after? I'm going to call this one KJ PC Gaming, isn't it? Yeah, PC Gaming. Yeah, KJ, she's a lovely lady. She's over in the US. She does a bit of No Man's Sky, usually with a chap called Lava. Yeah, if you haven't catched KJ, she's a pretty cool content creator. Right, there we go. Let's take on off for No Man's Sky as well. And into here. We might as well do that little moon that's orbiting this place, shall we? Sweet. It's a moon with water, which is always good to see, you know. Previous to Wells, I don't think we had moons with water, did we? Correct me if I'm wrong. Zoom! Heading out! I do love the fact that you can mark these planets and moons now. It does make it a heck of a lot easier to go for what you're after. And I kind of loosely think that this might have been an idea inspired myself, because I'd done a little bit of a rant video after they introduced the gas giants in trying to locate planets. I found them extremely hard to locate, and I whinged massively. Made a little bit of a song and dance of it, saying, why can't they just put in a marker system or an autopilot system? I did want it a little bit like Red Dead, where you could autopilot your way there and enters into a cinematic view. I thought that would have been really cool. But maybe they didn't put that in because of the VR stuff, and it might have been a bit jarring and a bit disjointing. I don't know. But then again, you could just toggle it off for that, couldn't they? Oh, wow! Look at this planet. It's got really weird coloration to this planet, hasn't it? It looks like it's got dissonance. It's like proper purple. I'm liking that it's got bugs on it as well. Scandally scan, I guess. Now, I do like that they've added in floral creatures. But you see this plant here? I think it would be nice to have creatures that actually look like plants. Like a triffid planet, you know? Like a proper living floral biome planet. I think that would be pretty nice. I did a post once as well to Hello Games saying biomes that I'd like to see added in. And I put Sentinel planets, Relic planets, Tar planets, and super biomes. But oh my god, what the fudge is that? What the? Oh, it's just the rear end of a giant. Yeah, that is big though. I mean, I could see him from across the frickin' pond. That's a big butted bug. Okay, right, we've got quite a lot to name on this one then. We've got quite a lot going on here. Pretty darn sweet. Let's go on in then. Okay, detachable tongue. Why would evolution give you that? You know, why? Okay. I suppose it would be quite handy if you've just ate a curry and it's burning. You just go, yeah, I'm going to leave that out for a while. But imagine if you forgot where you left it. Oh, you'd be gutted, wouldn't you? It's not like losing a mobile phone. Those things are replaceable. Don't know about a detachable tongue. Maybe there'd be a different tongue shop that you can go to. Right, here we go. Frequently regenerates. Pretty darn cool. Like a cell from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, what shall we call this one? I'm going to call it Zane. There you go. Zane's World. Another content creator. Pretty darn freaking cool is Zane. Yeah, Zane's World on YouTube. He usually goes live on the Sundays. Sundays, usually quite late in the evening. Sundays, you might have caught his stream yesterday. Maybe you done one, maybe you didn't. I'm not too sure. I was away. Well insulated. This guy's pretty darn freaking cool. But I do like to try and catch Zane from time to time when he's live. I'm going to call this one Beeble Bum. There we go. Beeble has got a channel as well. Beeble covers a lot of games. It's doing like is it Satisfactory or something like that? It's a space building game. It's actually quite good. Check him out, Beeble Bum. Yeah, it used to be Beeble Bum Go. I think it's just Beeble Bum now. Well, there we go. Beeble Bum. Sweet. And we've got this one. This one's got a toxic tongue. Ah, very cool. Look at that guy. He's pretty darn freaking lovely, isn't he? Yeah. I'm going to call this one Ballista Cola. Ballista Cola. I've probably spelt this completely wrong. His name's proper odd anyway. Ballista Cola is a UK content creator. Does a bit of No Man's Sky stuff from time to time. Bit of a rarity, but he does them. We've got this one, Chromathor. Oh, he's pretty darn cool, isn't he? He's very cool. Oh, I like that. That's really cute. I'm going to call this one... Oh, I'm trying to think of his name. I can picture his face, but I can't think of his name. Yeah. Okay. Let's just clear that one from the mind at the moment. Let's go for... I call this one Zoo Games. Sadly, Zhao, or Zoo, however you pronounce it, isn't with us anymore. I mean, he was an awesome content creator. And I'm talking about him in a past tense. Not because he just gave up YouTube, but because he actually passed away. He had an accident and passed away, sadly. Oh, we've only got one more creature to find on here. It's an uncommon flying geranial creature. So it can be seen in the day. Ah, I thought we was going to get it then. No, I don't think we... Oh, there it goes. It's over there. Get out of the way. It's turned into night time. It's going to despawn. Oh, you git. Aha. I can't get it because there's bloody giant beetle in the way. Get out of the way. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, we got him. There we go. We got him. Who's going to be the last beastie? There we go. Extremely hemazygogous. If you've got any suggestions of people to name stuff after, sound off in the comments. Hello from the States. It's a day off for most people here too. Great time for some No Man's Sky exploration indeed. Yes, bank holiday here in the UK. So who could I call this one? I'm going to call this one L Plays. L Plays. Now, L Plays used to cover No Man's Sky back in the day. He kind of gave up doing gaming and streaming altogether, did L Plays, but he came to the meetup last year, which was awesome to have a catch up with L Plays. He was one of the go-to people back in the day, I guess. His videos are still good. Definitely, if you are going to check him out, check out his stuff on mods for No Man's Sky, because some of the stuff that he found using mods was still really quite cool. And talking of mods and people that cover mods, I'm going to put in a Scott Gust. Scott Gust is still a very relevant streamer today, and he's awesome, is Scott Gust. He does his own mods. He's actually made his own mods. Awesome content creator. Covers other games as well. What happened there? Oh, I thought I was naming the planet, but I think I just renamed the system. Oh, it doesn't matter. We can name the planet anyway. We can name that one something else. We'll name this one... Anybody new just coming in? Nope, nobody new there. I'm going to call this one... What could I use? Mr. Doody Dude. Mr. Doody Dude used to make me laugh out loud. I don't think he does content anymore. Mr. Doody Dude. But he was lovely. Mr. Doody Dude for No Man's Sky. He was an awesome content creator. Yeah, sound off in the comments. Let me know if I've missed any of your favourite streamers and all that sort of stuff. And I'll be sure to put them in game. There we go. We'll go to this planet next, I guess. It's good that we managed to catalogue a whole planet, though. We got every single creature in one landing. And we didn't even go in the water. I guess there's no life in the water on that planet. It was a nice, easy one. Cheers for letting us know it's a day off inside of the US as well. I did not know that. Universal Bank Holiday Weekend. Nice one. Okay, and we're heading there. Ancient Bones with Solarium. Hat 4. Let's go check this one out then, people. Sweet. Yeah, it's what I was talking about earlier, as I was mentioning Real VR Fishing. So the actual makers of Real VR Fishing hit me up when they were releasing the UK DLC bundle. And I covered it. They liked the video that I did, and they liked it quite a lot. And they actually said, would you like to partner with us? We can give you the rest of the DLC, and it does mean any future DLCs, you'd be first in line to perhaps get a code. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I play that game quite a lot when I'm not playing No Man's Sky and I'm playing other VR titles. To be honest, I enjoy VR titles quite a lot, even if they're a little bit more mundane. But because they're VR, it adds that extra dimension, it adds that extra element of play, because you know you're doing a lot more with the Move controllers. It's a different experience to play in these games. It's almost like, you know, picking up a Nintendo 64 when what you had before was a Super Nintendo. It's that extra dimension. The games aren't necessarily better. It's just that they're so differently played that it adds a new element of discovery and fun. So I'm really enjoying playing with VR titles. I know the graphics aren't as nice as what I can get on my PC or what I can get even on my PlayStation 5. I mean, saying that though, because the meta connects to Steam and some of the Steam titles are so amazing in VR, I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I think getting rid of my PlayStation VR to go for the meta was probably a good shout. Although I do miss playing Gran Turismo in VR, because there's no other racing game on PC that comes close to that, in my opinion. There's probably people that are going to say, yeah, there is, try this one. Well, if you have got a suggestion for a racing game that's as good, if not better, than Gran Turismo, be sure to let me know. Alright, well, this looks like it's another bug planet. And I am finding this in the purple systems. I'm seeing a lot more of these bug planets than I am outside of the purple systems. It was nice to find a planet that actually has bone creatures on this stream. That was quite cool. But I really like that lush planet that had the worms on. That was really quite nice. They've all been very interesting planets, haven't they, to be fair? I haven't really remarked on how interesting the planets are, but they have been fairly interesting. All right, who shall I name this one? You know what? I'm going to call this one Cobra TV. Cobra TV, me and him, we had a couple of fallouts along the way. But by and large, I think we agreed more times than we disagreed. And I really like Cobra. He's moved over to Star Citizen now. But he used to do like a really cool podcast. Awesome chap is Cobra. Be sure to check out Cobra TV. Especially if you like Star Citizen. It's well worth a watch on Star Citizen. Talking to Star Citizen, Rice's Starship Emporium, or Rice's Emporium, also covers Star Citizen. So check that out. Righto, I'm going to call this one... Oh, God, trying to think of his name now. He really helped me out a lot when I first got started. He does a lot of new starter guide videos. I can't think of his blinking name either. Oh, my days. All right, having a few brain farts. Okay, who's that other guy? Kanaju. Kanaju's quite cool, isn't he? I quite like Kanaju videos. He also does a podcast. He claims the best podcast. To be fair, there's not much competition for podcast, is there, really? I mean, I used to do a Discord podcast every now and again. But I kind of stopped doing them. I should really get back into doing them, to be fair. Especially in times like now, when there's bits that you can speculate on and talk about. But I tend to do them after my weekend missions now. Just take to the sofas and just do it with Kettle and the guys, you know, like Warfy and whoever else is joining us. Like, so ominous at the moment. So we've got this guy here. Let's call him. Okay, and I'm going to call this guy... Oh, I'm going to call this one... I'm going to call it Lava. Lava Lamp. He's a chap that streams with KJ from time to time. It's pretty darn cool. There you go, Lava Lamp. There we are. And we got this guy, partially domesticated. I know what to name this one. I'm going to call this one Conflicted Gaming. He's slightly domesticated. He's getting there. But yeah, if you go and watch his streams, you'd know what I mean. The guy is just like a swear box. You know, if there was a bleeper, it would run out of batteries by the time it covers one of his streams. There's a lot of swearing in there. But yeah, check out Conflicted Gaming. Wharfy streams with him, and it is hilarious. By the time you finish watching it, I mean, it's more for the adults out there. Wouldn't watch it with your kids in earshot. But oh my days, is it funny to watch. Yeah, very cool. We got this one, Scared of Mirrors. Oh, that's a beast. Look at that. Jesus. No wonder it's scared of mirrors. I'd be scared of doing anything of ours, this guy. Like sleeping. You could end up stinging yourself. All right, okay. Well, should we go for this one? Big bugger that is. It really is, isn't it? Literally, it's a big bug. Heck yes. That's a crazy one, that one. Oh, my days. I'm running out of content creators that I can think of. In head anyway. Oh, there's an Azeroth, but I don't know how to spell his bloody name. It keeps coming to my head and I keep thinking I don't know how to spell his name, Steve. So stop telling me that one. Yeah, okay. Who else can I go for? I'll go for Miamo. Miamo. She used to be Miamo 10. Yeah, she's a really lovely lady. Lovely streamer as well. Check out my ammo. Yep, hopefully you'll be able to find her from that. But there we go. Very cool. And the planet itself I've already called Cobra TV, haven't I? All right, well, we've already got one more planet to visit inside of the system. It's only got 3 creatures. That's cool. At least I've only got to try and think of 3 more names. All right, let's go. Sweet. Ciao. Let's take to the skies. Zoom. Up through the atmosphere. Up where the air is clear. And let's spin this around. And let's head on over there. Zoom. We're on our way. Coolio. So, I think after this, I'm going to upload that VR fishing game and do all the admin for that. But then after that, I think I might watch Clarkson's Farm. Season 4 has just dropped. If you don't watch Clarkson's Farm, it's on Amazon Prime. But it's about Jeremy Clarkson. He used to do the Top Gear series. I know not everybody's into him. I mean, I kind of like him, kind of didn't inside Top Gear. He's got his moments. He's one of those people that he's a bit abrasive, but at the same time he speaks his mind. I kind of like him for that. I don't like his column work that he does in newspapers, but I've always liked him in Top Gear. When he gets political, not so much, but when he's doing cars, yeah, I like him. But when he was doing his Clarkson's Farm, the guy is so lovable inside of that. Mainly because he's just a bumbling idiot. He has no idea of how to farm at all. And he's got this guy with him called Caleb, this young lad that's like in his 20s. And he is a farming freaking specialist. And the characters around Clarkson that make up this farm, there's a guy called Gerald or something. And you can't understand a word he says. He needs freaking subtitles. It's just brilliant. It is proper England. If you want to watch a nice little documentary that shows what rural farming in England is like, and the bureaucracy and red tape and everything that comes with it, and the hardships, the ups and downs of farming, Clarkson's Farm, I can't rate it enough. So I'm going to be watching that, I think, people, this evening, as long as we've got time to. Ivy's got a visitor coming either tomorrow or Wednesday. And at the moment, we're blitzing the house. I've taken out quite a lot of recycling today, cleaned up as much as I possibly can, all my gadgets and wires and other crap that I've got about the house. There's still some to go. And we haven't had dinner yet. And we were supposed to go Costco. We're going to go Costco tomorrow now. But yeah, we're quite busy tidying stuff and getting ready for Ivy's visitor. Oh, there's only 3 creatures on this planet. Okay. We've gone and done them all. Okay, we've got this guy. He's delicious, apparently. There's no meat on those bones. I don't know how you can say he's delicious. But there we go. We've got this one. Already watched the first 4 episodes. As good as ever, says Captain Afterland. Oh, sweet. I can't wait to watch it now with your endorsement. My brothers have watched it and they've said it's freaking great as well. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get on that. I'm going to have to start binging that ourselves. Heck yeah. Okay, I'm going to call this one. What can I name this one after inside of the verse? Who's a content creator that I've watched relatively recently? Good Guys Free. Yes, Good Guys Free. Awesome content creator. Does quite a lot of speculation. Thoroughly good bloke inside the verse. We've got this guy, Sharp Claws. I'm going to call this one Professor Cynical. Of course, Professor Cynical, Good Guys Free. You've got Ghostlight. I could name one Ghostlight as well, couldn't I? Professor Cynical. They're all doing a big war at the moment inside of No Man's Sky. So if you're looking for something to do in No Man's Sky, you might want to get yourself involved in that. Could be worth a punt. It's not really for me. I'm not really into the whole PvP aspect. Not at the moment, anyway. I think Hello Games need to do more to sort of restrict people having god tier items or PC edited items. It needs to be a more level playing field. Otherwise, it's just a little bit of a free-for-all, isn't it? Anyway, this one's got a second skin, Ghostlight. There you go. I don't know whether you wanted to be named that, Ghostlight, but there you go. You got that. Curse Peter. What could I name this one after? So I've done all of those guys that are doing the giant intergalactic war right now. Moose Gaming. There we go. Moose Gaming. Moose Gaming is one of my long-time backers. He's probably one of the oldest of my backers, to be fair. Him and another chap that's just fallen off the frickin' radar that I'm quite worried about. Yeah, don't know. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. Moose Gaming. Done, dilly and done. There we are, people. We've done the whole system. And I gave the portal code for this system. Let me just give the portal code one more time, just in case any of you want to come along. If you've seen an animal or a creature or something that you want to pet, or a planet that you would like to build on, there you go. This was all inside of Euclid. It is a purple system, though. You will need that purple drive to get here. If you try to jump through that portal and it comes up and says it's a no portal code, you probably haven't got the right portal drive to get here. How was your chicken last night, Captain Steve? Oh, it wasn't bad. Ivy had marinated it. It was really quite nice. It had some tough bits in it. I mean, it was butterfly chicken. And where the join was, there were some cartilagey bits inside of it, which were really chewy. But other than that, it was actually all right. It was a good chicken. It was only a good chicken thanks to Ivy's marinade, though. You know, otherwise it would have been just chicken. But with Ivy's marinade, it's really nice. Really nice indeed. Ivy's a fantastic cook. She's a fantastic gardener. She's a fantastic woman. I'm actually a really lucky man. 10 years with Ivy. I don't know how she puts up with me because I wouldn't say I've got the same skill set. I mean, I can spin a ruler around my hand. I can do gaming, video editing. I mean, I've got her involved in doing vlogs. We've kind of got that as a joint hobby that we kind of undertake together. I think my skill set is I'm quite laid back. I'd happily take her shopping and go sit on a bench and mess about on my phone while she shops or help carry bags or go and eat something, you know. I don't think a lot of men would do that for their women, you know, go shopping for a whole freaking day. I can do that. I need distractions, but I can do it, you know. So, I think we work quite nicely as a team. I think we work quite nicely as a couple, to be fair. But anyway, people in the viewerverse, thank you very much for watching, and I'm glad that you're enjoying my vlogs, Old Explorer, and anybody else that's watching my vlog videos of mine and Ivy's adventures in life. We are hoping to do some very big adventures in life. You know, we get 10-year milestone. That was one. That was one big milestone for us, but we're going to have lots of other milestones coming up. I don't want to let on about some of the stuff that is coming, but you all know that I've invested in a condo over in the Philippines. We might have more treks out to the Philippines at some stage, as and when. But yeah, salute Mondo. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.